It's always raining when I think about honesty. Funny, isn't it? Honesty's the hardest currency to come by, especially in a city built on half-truths and full-blown lies. I used to chase liars for a living. Criminals, politicians, cops on the take. But over the years, I realized the most dangerous lies weren't out there, on dark streets or hidden behind boardroom doors. They were the ones I whispered quietly to myself in the dead of night. Maybe you know what I'm talking about. I'm Adam. Once upon a time, I wore a badge. Detective Thorne had a nice ring to it, but things went sideways. Corruption, betrayal, the usual bedtime stories. But here's the truth that no one told me back at the academy. It's the lies we tell ourselves that hurt us the most. They shape us, bind us, break us, sometimes permanently. I learned that the hard way. The simplest lies are the most dangerous. I'm fine is one I mastered early. It's the classic detective mask, emotionless, professional, distant. After my younger sister disappeared, everyone would ask how I was holding up. I'd straighten my collar, fix my eyes somewhere just above theirs, and reply, "I'm fine." And eventually, I believed my own performance. But late at night, when sleep escaped me like a slippery suspect, the truth would creep in. Memories flashed sharp and vivid, the laughter we shared as kids, her empty bedroom after she vanished. The guilt. Why didn't I protect her? You see, that simple lie, "I'm fine," is a defense mechanism. It's emotional armor. But armor gets heavy. It isolates you. It leaves you battling your demons alone, when what you really need is someone to see behind the mask. You're not fine. You're hurting. And admitting that, it's the bravest act of rebellion there is. I said this lie until it tasted bitter on my tongue. I don't care what people think. But let's cut to the chase, we all care. We're wired that way, craving validation, acceptance, and respect. After I exposed corruption inside the precinct, colleagues I thought were brothers turned their backs. I shrugged it off, lit cigarettes I didn't even want, and said, "Doesn't matter." But it mattered. Their silence echoed louder than gunshots. It wounded me deeply, gnawed at me quietly. When we say we don't care, we're really trying to protect ourselves from rejection. But hiding from rejection won't heal you. Only confronting it will. I told myself this lie after a case went bad. A teenage girl caught up in the wrong crowd, wrong time, wrong place. I had a lead, a chance to intervene, but the brass pulled rank, shut me down. I didn't fight hard enough. Told myself I had no choice. But the reality? There's always a choice. Sometimes between bad and worse, between standing alone or falling in line. Saying I had no choice is a quiet surrender, an abdication of responsibility. I still see the girl's face in my nightmares, the face of someone I let down because I lied to myself about being powerless. Taking responsibility hurts, but it also empowers you. It gives you control over your narrative again. That's a truth worth facing. Love's a battlefield, isn't it? A cliche, sure, but cliches become cliches for a reason. I fell for a woman named Elena. Intelligent, fiery, complicated, and damaged. She ran with dangerous people. I thought my love could rescue her, thought I could fix her broken pieces. But here's a truth psychology taught me: you can't change someone who doesn't want to change. You can't save someone determined to drown. I exhausted myself trying to rewrite Elena's story, ignoring the fact that she held the pen. When she inevitably left, it nearly broke me. Believing you can fix someone else is a deflection. It's easier to fix others than confront your own brokenness. Healing starts with facing your own wounds, not theirs. This lie's the most insidious. It's subtle, whispering from shadows. Maybe it began when my father criticized everything I did, no matter how hard I tried. Or when I failed to protect my sister. Perhaps it was reinforced each time a case slipped through my fingers, a criminal walked free, a victim's family sobbed inconsolably. I'm not good enough. The poison seeps deep. You sabotage yourself, push others away, refuse happiness because deep down, you believe you don't deserve it. But here's the psychological truth: this lie is a coping mechanism, too. It's easier to believe we're flawed than to confront the fear of failing at something we truly want. Accepting we're worthy of happiness is terrifying because it means we can lose it again. But you are good enough. Imperfect, sure, but worthy of healing, deserving of peace. Believing anything less is surrendering to a lie you never wrote in the first place. Unraveling these lies is messy. It feels like peeling off scar tissue, exposing wounds you'd rather ignore. But here's the thing about honesty, it clears the smoke, lifts the veil. It sets you free, even if it first feels like it's tearing you apart. I've chased criminals through alleys and sat face to face with killers. But the hardest case I ever cracked was myself. It's ongoing, relentless, personal. Every day, I have to face the mirror, acknowledge the scars, the losses, the truths I'd rather ignore. And yet, every truth faced, every lie confronted, brings a sense of relief, a clarity that's quietly revolutionary. I'm still haunted, still guarded, still scarred, but I'm finally free from the stories that kept me trapped. I used to think strength meant never breaking. Now, I know strength means breaking, then having the courage to rebuild, this time, without the lies. Maybe you're in the middle of your own unraveling right now. Maybe it feels chaotic, painful, lonely. I've walked that road. I know the darkness. But I promise you, clarity is on the other side. Face the mirror. Dare to ask the hard questions. What am I hiding from myself? What truth scares me the most? Embrace the discomfort. Trust the process. Because truth, as brutal as it can be, is the one thing you can build your life on. And remember, the truth always shows up, eventually. When it does, don't run. Stand firm. Look it in the eyes. And reclaim who you were always meant to be.